I'm Auro Earley, and I was the director.
And I'm Trenity Thomas. I was the photographer. And we're here to talk about the expansion project.
The expansion project was a mix of movement art and photography, contemporary style.
Mm-hmm. It's showing at the Ogden Museum of Southern Art right now.
Up until the
January 4th.
January 4th.
Why are we doing this, Angie?
Okay, why are we doing this? I think it would be just like a sweet way for other artists and people who saw it and appreciated it, people who see it up at the Ogden, to sort of understand the reasons, the thoughts that were in our mind as we came up with the process, and as it sort of all fell into place and ended up where it is now. You know, like I really enjoy watching other artists discuss their mind.
Same.
Yeah.
Having the photo on display at the Ogden and one of the biggest exhibits in the South. It's kind of cool, and it can be inspiration for other artists, photographers and dancers. What's the term that you use?
Contemporary pose director. I was sort of just playing with words. I was just like, let me find something to say. But yeah, I think for dancers, for photographers, but also for people generally who are like interested in expression and want to find their own ways of experiencing.
For the opening of Louisiana Contemporary, you remember that couple? Like, they was telling me how they saw themselves in that photo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The lady, she was around your color. I think she said she was from India, or her family. I think the guy said his parents was from Nigeria or something.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
Very parallel.
Yeah, and he's tall, and he just really saw himself. They was just staring at it for a while too.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the fun part of any image, is you find your way of relating to it. And I think that's like, so for me as the director, I was like, man, I don't consider myself a dancer like that. Like, I'm a movement artist. I love movement, I love shape, I love body. And just like how to play with interpretation of emotion through this tool that I have, you know, this vehicle. And triangles were sort of my way of like, I don't know how to model, but like triangles are my shape. You know, triangles are always gonna be my shape from when I started having to think about sort of construction related things, because I worked in construction for a long time growing up, like various mediums.
There's something so human about shapes that draws us to it.
But triangles specifically are the strongest structural shape in all shapes. Spheres are, but they can change shape without breaking. And that's what makes them structurally strong, but triangles are the most sound, like they will not collapse, deform under the highest levels of pressure. And so they're like a symbol of strength, a symbol of unbreakable, unshakable, I don't want to say power, but like that has a lot of, you know, layers to that word, but yeah. I made an oil that morning in a ritual. I just like to make my own oils and moisturizers, and they're always set with intentions, and they're always made with like specific energy that pours into them. So I made one for the shoot because I use oil for my project, for the living room, on my body, for the dance, because it becomes a soft bounce. So like, you know, light will hit oil and almost become absorbed and fragmented, you know? So it creates a shine, but it's almost like a grainy kind of a shine. And so I wanted to do that for the shoot because I wanted us to absorb those lights to create that contrast between muscle and the shadows that your muscle creates when you're flexed, which is also why we did like a workout. I don't know if you remember, but
yeah, did like a little.
We were doing push-ups and squats and like jumping around, so that we could get ourselves like a little bit jacked up for the shot. But yeah, so for me that was like my side of lighting. But what was your angle when it came to thinking about light for those shots?
Well, we drew the inspiration from that FKA Twig tour that she did this year, 2025.
They were like a 9-person
Yeah, it was a lot of
piece.
people.
It was like a pile of humans like pulling out from the dark. Yeah, that was.
But we made it work with 2 people. Shout out to Star for styling.
Star really came through. Like she understands how to work with the team in that moment. The photo that went up at the Ogden, she was like very heavy-handed in creating that shot that was very literal when it came to triangles and like the concept that she and I and Ibby, because like we all talked about sort of like the meanings behind triangles and like the inspiration for the concept. And then, yeah, I think when everybody gets in the room, it's just like unstoppable, you know? When you were thinking about light, like moving the light, working with the room, What was on your mind?
Well, I think the light was coming straight from the ceiling, that overhead light. That really like showed the shapes and the muscles and six packs and and how strong y'all legs are, and there's something about how the human body can just create art. And then when y'all was like pulling that, was it like a rope or some type of fabric?
It was the cutoffs of the sheen legging that we put his leg in.
Yeah.
That was Star.
That was Star.
That was Star. Yeah. She was on the styling.
And to make that as the shape of the triangle, there's so much to think about with that photo. I just love how I edited the photo and the warm tones and the black backdrop that you decided we should go with.
I was stuck on that backdrop. We didn't have a black backdrop, so I was just like hunting the city for the perfect like size.
It worked out.
It worked out perfect. Yeah. I was surprised how hard it was to get a plain black backdrop. I was like, how is this? Like, I'm making phone calls and running around, picking things up. Like, it was a whole thing, yeah.
But, yeah, I'm glad I reached out to Ibby because I feel like he's so statuesque.
It was definitely Ibby.
Yeah.
And how tall is he? Like 6 what? 6?
I don't know.
6 something.
6'7".
6 something more than 4. Like 6'7", yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. I know it's a thing. It's like word of the year, but I have no idea what it means.
I still don't know what it means.
Does anyone actually?
Probably not. But yeah, the way he was able to lift you up.
It caught me off guard every time.
Yeah, and the way he was able to like pose as he's like lifting you, and it was just something magical about it. That was my first time capturing something like that.
It was also fun because every time we had to hold a pose, we would be slipping out of it.
Oh, because
slowly, because we're covered in oil.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
we're like holding on as tight as we could. But that was like, oh man, all the giggles. I think that too, like in a photography collection, there's one photo, there's 2 photos, you know, like that pop out, that kind of make a name for themselves in some way, but it's really the whole experience in the studio and like the personal process for everyone in the room to line up with the vision and allow that to unfold. That's more my favorite part. Like the photo is there, and this is for anything that I do creatively. It's like the process is really where I'm like the most excited, the most myself, like love myself and everybody around me at the highest of, you know, like where I can really embody what we're trying to do. And then when it's out, it's cool, but it's a very different feeling.
It's something to look back on, and like we did that.
Yeah.
And we did it for no one, we just did it for ourselves because we're artists, and we learn from it, and we do bigger things.
And we trust each other in the process.
As we move on. Yeah.
How much emotion do you put into what you do when you take your photos? Do you like, where do you operate from in yourself?
I guess I try to, I'm like behind the camera, like looking through the viewfinder. I guess I'm looking for something emotional. You know I love movies, so I use movies for inspiration.
That's our thing, we go watch movies together.
I love when a movie can just like draw me in emotionally. Seeing y'all two work together, lifting each other up, and that one shot where y'all are like back to back, and you're like
my legs are going,
and y'all arms are like
the painting.
Yeah, the one I painted.
Yeah.
Something about that is just so beautiful. I called that the painting wings because it's like y'all making wings. Yeah.
It's giving airplane wings.
Yeah.
It's giving airplane. But yeah, I think for me, when it comes to movement art, it's like the process for me is always in finding a sense of freedom.
I agree.
You know, there's just so much to just like open, and the exercise of closing your body, like contracting to then expand. It's like yoga, you know, like you have to exercise your body and do all these things so that you can center your mental and then aim it at something and head that way. And you can only do that by exercising what that process looks like to you individually. And dance is like that for me. It's like you put yourself into these positions so that you can then break out of them. And it's like building that muscle memory of breaking out of it and going into this next dimension, or like opening that door through your imagination and your movement. And that was like what me and Ibby were doing together. And he'd never danced or done any contemporary anything. And I'm not a dancer like that. I'm just like, I love dancing. And like finding limits, you know, physical limits, and then breaking them. That was my emotional
I think you brought the good energy and the mind space of like what we need to do. Like photo wise for like the posing and all that. Like you seem like you're a natural, you're a pro at that.
I mean, that's directing.
I mean,
I think it's like
feel
bringing
you're
the
born for
people
it.
into the room and like, thank you, wow, okay.
But we did that with ease.
Yeah, I mean, it's always like, come correct and come kind. And then when you have a vision and that's your like approach, especially with movement and dance, it's like, it's always gonna be love. You know, there's passion, there's love, there's freedom, there's pushing limits, and that's just like, everybody wants to do that. You come in a room and that's what you're trying to find, everybody wants to find that, you know, whether they like it or not, because it's uncomfortable sometimes, but like, that is the feeling.
I do want to ask your short film that you did, the one with the tree.
The living room, yeah.
Yes, the living room. You had a mask on in that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for the photo shoot that we did, do you feel like it's a step closer to like being more comfortable and like showing your full identity and like body movement?
It's a really good question.
Because I remember you was trying to like get into it,
Yeah.
trying to like shake it off.
I was, yeah, fully, absolutely. That was the most uncomfortable part of all of it for me, was that my face was out. I was like, oh no, what am I doing? Yeah, I think it's, okay, so for the living room, there was multiple reasons why my face was covered, and part of it was because I didn't want to distract the audience from the full experience of the set, because it wasn't about me, it was never about me. It was always a showcase of the environment that I built and a world. And then I need to do something in it to sort of engage it. And that's why I put myself there. But if I had my face, everybody's gonna be looking for expression to identify themselves with that expression. So I covered it up, right? And there was more layers to that. But for the expansion project, the word itself, like I'm expanding, we are expanding our abilities, our reach. Like you've never shot anything like that before. I've never showed my face clearly through dance, you know, like Ibby's never moved in that way either. Star was styling a piece that like all of us didn't know, and I don't think she's been in a contemporary environment like that either. So expanding was definitely, for me, the reason. And yes, showing my face was like, okay, what is it like to be vulnerable? What's it like to actually, you know, see what it does? Because I don't always know.
It's a learning process.
It's a learning process. And like, there were moments where I could feel like my jaw tensing up because I was trying not to slip out of the grip that we had. And then I would try to just breathe it out and relax my face. But I don't know when the photo was taken. So I sort of had to surrender to whatever my face was doing. Like, I don't know. Might be there like, I don't know. But yeah, that was softening. It was humbling. I'm not as afraid to have my face out. My next production, I had my face out. It's not released yet, but I painted it gold.
Oh.
I'm telling people.
Okay, I can't wait to see that.
It's cool, but people don't always recognize me at first in it. And I was like, okay, so still doing that work of like changing myself. But I like that too, because you get to be whatever you want to be. And just like live in that, you know, disguise or other you that you get to experience, because there's so many versions of us. And like how we look is the #1 playground.
We can never just be one thing.
But yeah, no, that was freeing. That was part of that freedom.
For me, it was freeing too, just to capture that.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then edit it and I have it like in the museum, along with so many great artists, painters, photographers.
It's pretty wild seeing us up there.
That was a good opening. Just to see all y'all there, and when we took our group photo, it felt like a big accomplishment.
Yeah, we killed it.
We did.
We did, all of us.